Hey, it's Baranya, and today I want to talk about Tim Ferriss's book called The 4 Hour Work Week: Escape 9 to 5, Live Anywhere, and Join the New Rich by Timothy Ferriss. I would recommend you get one of these books, whether it be a hard copy or I was reading it on Kindle. And one of the reasons why I say that is because this book completely changed my perception of how to work a 9 to 5, whether you should actually work a 9 to 5, and it gave me perspective on the alternatives of, should a 9 to 5 actually be focused on in one location, or should you be in one specific location? And today, with modern technology, the thing called a laptop, I'm doing this on a Mac, basically connected to the internet. And yes, I'm sitting in an office right now, but this can be done anywhere in the world as long as I've got an internet connection. Excuse me. Usually you wouldn't see that in a hangout, but anyway. So the 4 Hour Work Week is basically a book that Tim Ferriss wrote, based on his life experience, based on his experience of traveling the world, and working. He had a business at the time which he had created, and he basically was working sort of as an overly stressed person, trying to work the job and trying to create an income. And what he teaches in the book are sort of methods to outsource a lot of things, methods to basically automate a lot of stuff, to basically become a business owner. So you actually take yourself out of the picture, or you're in the picture, but not maybe like an hour a week or 2 hours a week. Rather than working the business works on its own, and the people that are working it do the work for you, and you basically become a business owner, much like Robert Kiyosaki actually talks about in his book Rich Dad Poor Dad. And ultimately, from reading Rich Dad Poor Dad when I was 16 years old, this has been kind of my mission all along. Through various experiences and various life lessons, opened and closed many businesses where I was actually working the business on my own. And that didn't really go well, purely because it becomes tiring and it becomes very, very frustrating when you're the only person that knows how to do stuff. And through various sort of experiences, those businesses that I had personally, I had closed and moved on to other things. Today, though, I'm talking about this book specifically because it brings back a passion of mine, and it reminds me of a situation where I really, really love to travel. And I always thought, having a family or having a business or being in a school in a certain location or working in an office somewhere limited me from being able to work anywhere in the world, let alone travel. The concept of going overseas. I had a trip to Mauritius once, where it was basically a week-long trip with my wife and my daughter. And we wanted to do, well, I wanted to see the whole of Mauritius. I'm the type of person that would want to get into a car and go see a specific town, or see a picture and say, hey, let's go see that beach, or whatever the story is. And one week just wasn't enough. We had to obviously come back. I must say that on that trip I had sort of passport issues, and so 2 days out of the week I was actually traveling to the embassy to try and get my passport sorted out. But hey, that's the experience of traveling. Now, what Timothy Ferriss talks about in his book, The 4 Hour Work Week, is a completely different concept, where you basically slow travel the world and spend 1 to 3 months in each location, and you basically see the world that way, and you live the way that the local people would live in that area, whether it be Thailand or Vietnam or Bali or wherever in the world that you want to go. You want to go to Europe, you want to, anything. And this completely changed my perception of how life can be. My whole thing was, hey, I need to be a millionaire to be able to do this, because it costs a lot of money to fly from place to place, to be able to see different countries, and to be able to, do the things that you want to do, to be able to tour and all of the rest of it. But if you really think about it, if you're living in a place for a month or longer, you get to know the locals, you're renting an apartment from somebody who lives there on a permanent basis, and you basically get to see the country and the place for what it really is. You're not on the tourist routes, although you can take those routes. Um, and you know, the theory makes sense. You get to live there as a local, and you basically see the country for what it is. Um, and this is, you know, and while working online and earning online, as long as you have an internet connection, you basically can work that way. I've done a couple of videos prior to this one where you could actually work and live anywhere in the world, and I give resources and I give examples of how I'm able to do that, or how you can, you know, are able to do that. Tim Ferriss also talks about those things in the book. So so yeah, I wanted to do this video because I finished reading the book last night. I was a little disappointed actually that I finished reading it, because he gives so much of information in the book that you just want to continue reading. Luckily, he's got a website, the 4-Hour Workweek, or 4hourworkweek.com, where he gives you resources and he gives you examples and he gives you tools and he gives you techniques, and he gives you, you know, on his blog, his places that he's been, and it's just, he's one of those people that just shares all the information he has to be able to better other people's lives. And he's somebody who's generally a speed freak. You know, he tries to do things as fast as he can so that he can go on to the next thing. In my schooling career, that was kind of the way I did it. I basically trudged along through school to a point where, you know, I actually got the marks that I needed to get to, because that's when it counted. So it's kind of the last 2 years of my schooling career to be able to get to university. And in university, I did the same thing. So, you know, in the first year and the second year, I kind of just trudged along. In the third and fourth year, I basically, you know, excelled and got myself to a point where I could get a job. And you know, that might sound strange right now, doing a video where I'm saying you can travel the world. This I'm talking about was in, you know, I graduated from university in 2002. So this is like 13 years later. I'm talking about something that I want to do is basically travel the world and work wherever I can. And luckily, because of this baby, I can actually do that. So watch my videos. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing if you have. And, you know, watch my videos upcoming, because I'm going to have some updates. I'm also going to have some resources that are going to be available. And who knows, maybe I will be in some of those countries that I mentioned earlier, purely because of this book, because of Kobe McGibbon from thrillingheroics.com, and from nomadiclist.io. Those are 3 resources that I'm relying on right now to be able to basically function and get my future in order, which I believe is necessary for me and maybe necessary for you too, if you're a follower, or if you're a nomad, or if you're just a freelancer who's looking for an alternative. So thank you for watching my videos. Subscribe to my channel, watch my other videos if you like. Comment, like, share, whatever. I'll see you guys soon.